What's going on, guys? It's LS10 here. I'm back with another video. I know it's been a while. I haven't really been posting a lot of videos lately because I've been pretty busy with school and work and all that stuff. Now it's December, it's Christmas time. As you can see, I got 2 trees in the living room. I'm filming this in the living room. And so I thought I'd get myself something for Black Friday. And I got some more lights. I don't know if you saw my community post or not, but I told you I was gonna get some more lights. And I am here to reveal them to you now. I'm doing a review on them. You ready to see it? Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Wait, before you guys see it, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that stuff before I show you this light. Hit that notification bell too. I know I haven't said that a lot, but make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss another video, because I'm going to be posting a lot of videos in December. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Look at this little guy right here. This is a mini moving head. I know it looks similar. I know it looks similar to the lights that I have in my rig already. I know it looks similar to those spots hanging from the light stand. And that's because this is basically the same thing. So yeah, they had a good deal on Amazon for these, and I got 4 of them. So yeah, these are actually Big Dipper LS10s. Now, the ones that I have on the truss, the older ones, those are Betopper LS10s. So they're a little older than these. These are fairly new. As you can see, the design is kind of the same, but the lens is a bit different. And it has the label on it right here. It's made by Big Dipper. It's actually both made by Big Dipper and Betopper. So they make the same light. And Betopper is one of the good generic companies out there that produce these moving heads. Big Dipper and Betopper, I think, are the same company. I'm not sure though. This is the newer LS10. And I'm gonna show you what comes in the box. So if you buy 2, you get 2 in a box. So first in the box, you get a manual. You get some mounting brackets and some power cords. And then you actually take the foam piece out and you get 2 of these little compact moving heads. These are pretty similar to like an 80J in a pocket spot. But in the colors and gobos inside, they're more related to the SUBZ Intimidator 110. So these lights have 7 colors plus white, and 7 gobos plus an open white spot. It also has, strobe, dimmer, all those basic features inside of a moving head. On the back, we have a little heat sink. On the back of the unit, we have DMX in and out. We have your power in, or IEC, whatever you want to call it. And then you have your little fan right here. I've noticed something with these lights. These lights are actually really quiet. The fans are really quiet in these. My older LS10s, those fans are loud. In the front, you have your menu display, your 4/7 segment display. You also have a microphone in here on the side for sound active mode. On the front of the head, you have this manual focusing ring, so you can make sure that all your gobos are in focus. So I'm gonna compare it to my older Betopper LS10. Alright guys, I have both of them. This is the older LS10 right here, and then this is the newer LS10. You can kind of see the difference between them. So the newer LS10 has a bunch of screws right here. The older LS10, they actually shrunk down the aperture right here, so it looks kind of like an eyeball because it has a smaller LED. Now these are both 10 watt. They both have 10 watt LEDs inside of them. However, the older LS10 has a smaller 10 watt LED, so it's a little less bright than this one. And so yeah, here it is. So the older LS10 actually had to bring out the manual focusing ring a little bit more than this one, because the newer LS10s have the gobos already in focus. And plus, these have completely different gobos, even though they're like the same model, because Betopper and Big Dipper make the same light. Although this one's a little older, and then this one is pretty recent. So yeah, they basically have like the same light output. This beam is a little bit more narrower than that one, but I'll show you guys in a brightness test. I have it set up almost on the top step, and as you can see, it's calibrating right now. It's a pretty quiet light too. Except for the movement. Maybe when it's moving like really fast, it is pretty loud, but the fan in this thing is like really quiet. And it looks like it is running. All right, guys, it's powered on. As you can see, let me focus the camera. It's really bright. And a little thing I don't like about this light is that it doesn't illuminate the entire lens. You can actually just see the square LED diode in the back of the head. But it doesn't really transfer to the projection. All right, I have it set 11 channel mode. So we're gonna go through the channels together. Channel 1 is pan a full 360. Actually, it's 540. Pan adjust is channel 2. Channel 3 is tilt. Channel 4 is fine tilt. Channel 5 is the color wheel. But first of all, I'm going to bring up channel 8 so we can see this light. Channel 8 is the dimmer. So we have red, green, dark blue, yellow. It doesn't really pick up well on camera. Orange, cyan or light blue, purple or magenta, and then we have split colors, purple and cyan, cyan and orange, orange and yellow, yellow and blue, blue and green, green and red, and for some reason it doesn't have red and white. And then at the highest values, it just cycles through all the colors. So we have really slow, and then you can go really fast chase. And back to open. Channel 6 is the gobo wheel. So I'm gonna go through all the 8 gobos. All 7. I'm gonna go through all 7 gobos. So this is open. We have the cone, which is my favorite in this light. We have some radial ovals or circles. We have like a prism type effect with a bunch of dots. It's like a 3-facet prism type effect. That's cool. The next one is like some bricks. We got dots, which is also my favorite. We have a spiral. And then we have like a zebra print or water. And then it goes back to open. And then we can have all the patterns shake. And then at the very top, it just cycles through all the gobos. And then back to open. 7th one is strobe. So the very lowest settings, you can have it strobe really slow. You move the fader up, it goes faster and faster, faster. So you get a really fast strobe. And then if you push it all the way to the top, it'll just have it fully on, no strobing. Channel 9 is the pan and tilt speed. So if I set it at like a middle value, let me show. So if I set it to a middle value, the pan will be really slow. Channel 10 is auto mode. Yeah, channel 10 is auto mode, so as you can see, it's throwing gobos all over the place. It's kind of hard to cast this light. And then this is sound active mode. So if I talk really loud, it goes to the sound of my voice. Hello? And it just goes really slow if it doesn't hear any sound. This is great for DJs. If the music suddenly stops, all the lights will go really slow. It's hitting my firework light. And channel 11 just basically has some different modes on whether you want the light to point to pan, tilt, or do both. And you can always slow that down with channel 9, which is the pan and tilt speed. And back to open. So the actual power draw of this unit is 32 watts, but it actually just has a 10 watt LED source. So, but this 10 watt is really bright. Here's the other one powering up. As you can see, the display is inverted. It's pretty noisy too. All right, guys, it stopped doing that. There was something stuck in the fan and I think it got it. But as you can clearly hear, that is the older LS10. So here they are. And as you can see, the older LS10, which is on the left, the older LS10 has a smaller beam angle. And it's also a little bit dimmer than the newer one. I'll just go through the colors and the gobos. And I'll just show you just how different they are. So we're gonna go ahead and show you some colors first. They have completely different color wheels. So yeah. There's the purples on them. I think the newer LS10 purple is a lot more vibrant, or magenta, whatever it is. Here's the split colors. The LS10's color wheel is a little bit faster than the newer one. Let's go through some gobos. As you can see, the LS10 has some cool gobos, but they're not as generic. As you can see right here. And then they both do gobo shake. And then let me show you the pan and tilt speed of these. Oh, and here is the dimmer. As you can see, the newer LS10 has a better dimming curve than the older one does. Also, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the older LS10 has a little bit of a warmer white than the newer LS10. Newer LS10, I'd say, is about 6,000 Kelvin, while the other one is like 5,800. I'm just guessing though. I don't know about color temperature. But I'll show you how they both move around. So as you can see, it's pretty close, but I think the newer LS10 is a little bit faster than the older one. As you can see, they're both pretty fast, but I feel like the newer LS10 is a bit faster. As you can see, they're panning and tilting. And the newer LS10 also tilts down a little bit more than the older one does. And here is their slowest movement. I'd say the newer LS10 is a little bit smoother in movement because the older LS10's tilt is actually a lot faster than its panning speed. As you can see right there, it's tilting faster than its panning. And that's a little bit of a downside for this older LS10. The newer LS10 has got it really smooth. The pan and tilt speed are the same. Here are the optics down the newer LS10. And the older one, here's the optics down it. Here's them tilted all the way down. Newer LS10 does a lot better than the older one. Here they are in fog. The newer LS10 is a lot brighter than the older one, as you can see. Clearly, I got them in some gobos too. I'll show you the aerial effects. And here's both of the aerial effects that these guys give. They're a little bit different because they have different gobos. As you can see up on the wall. Yeah, but these are the aerial effects that they give. I'll show you one more. Here's some dots and a firework. Here are those. Sparkly type effect. Here's another aerial effect. This one kind of looks like a prism. This is the older LS10, by the way. And then this one is the cone, as you can see. Well, guys, I think that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to both my channels. I have a second channel too, you know. It's called Isaacs 2.0, and I'll show you a lot of behind the scenes of this stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. More videos will be coming soon, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.